Hey crew, it's hump day, Wednesday. Favorite day of the week for I think just about everybody, right? So for today's workout, we have got 7 rounds for time of 5 strict handstand push-ups and 25 wall balls. Woo! This is about knowing the strength of your shoulders, knowing the endurance of your shoulders. Those wall balls are definitely gonna test your heart rate and get your legs going. And you should try and keep your shoulders as relaxed as possible as you're doing those wall balls, because man, you've got some heavy presses going on. That tweeting, by the way, is I've got birds now living in the corners of this house, or garage, so that's fun. I'm gonna have to make some bird houses for them. Okay, for your 5 strict handstand push-ups, what you're gonna do is, if you can kick up and do a couple strict handstand push-ups, that's awesome, but rather than having a couple pads under your head, so you're even getting a less range of motion with that modification, I love the box pike version, right? Where we get either our feet or our knees set on the box there, and we practice trying to stay in better technique, going through that full range of motion and keeping a stronger technique. So as you're handstand push-upping, sometimes I see people's elbows flare outside a lot, and they start pushing through this weaker position of their shoulders and disengage through their core. But if I turn there like I'm doing a push press or a strict press, right, you're gonna engage your lats and triceps just a lot better. So for that box pike, I step a foot, right? I get my body in as much of an L as possible, because that's gonna simulate being upside down. And at the top, I'm bringing my face as close towards the box as I can. And as I go down, you'll see me move away from the box and then come back up towards it, right? So it's like this little banana arc. And that's gonna ensure that you have that good tripod position. See, again, you can modify on your knees if you need. Find my center on the box, I pike, getting as close to the box as I can. Hands are shoulder width apart, fingers are pointed forward. Tuck my chin, and I rock forward, coming down, touch, and then back towards the box at the top. If this is too tough, you can do an incline push-up. Getting nose to the ground. Or if push-ups themselves are tough, then we're gonna do 10 of box-assisted push-ups in between your 25 wall balls. So for your wall ball, you go into a full squat, holding that medicine ball at your chest. And as you come out of that squat, you throw the ball up to a 10-foot target for the guys, 9 foot for the gals. All right, I've got this beam right here above me. You can't see, but it's at 10 feet. And I squat. Woo. I gotta practice a little bit, but you get that full squat. Use your legs as you come out of the squat. Toss the ball, relax your shoulders, because then you're gonna be back on your 5 strict handstand push-ups or your 10 regular push-ups, right? 7 rounds. Whew. Take your time through this. If you're failing handstand push-ups in round 3 and 4, you've gone too hard, so slow down a little bit, right? This workout's 1 in rounds 5 and 6, so be smart. Okay, 25 wall balls. You're working your legs. So after that, that's what I want to talk about. If you don't have a wall ball or a target, you're going to grab your broomstick and you're going to do that broomstick thruster, right? The broomstick thruster is where I get my hand set, shoulder width apart or just outside shoulders, and holding this bar right in front of my body, you descend into your front squat and then finish with that press. Because it's such a light weight, it's okay if it floats off your body. What I don't want to see though is you letting elbows go back, rounding forward as we go down and up, but keep those elbows in front of the bar and prioritize your squat. Strong grip, keep the elbows there, you feel your back working, but I really want to see you give a good squat as we go down and up. Broomstick, next to nothing weight, right? Really light weight for 25 reps. Your skill work, I've added skill work back in this week. So after your Metcon, we can do a little more body weight conditioning. I find that after you've warmed up and moved, this is a great way, like bodybuilders add a lot of mass to their bodies, add a lot of strength, by after they finish their primary lifts, or for us CrossFitters, our Metcon, Then they do a lot of auxiliary work, which is just like high rep stuff. They know they can keep good technique and position, and you give your body a good pump, right? It's adding great strength after some work has already been done. So after you do your box pike handstand push-ups, after your wall balls, if you've got a little bit more energy left in the tank, 3 sets of 10 pull-ups, strict, or kipping, if that's what you're working on, and then 10 split squats, okay? When you're under fatigue after all those wall balls or thrusters, it's really good to, again, practice balance and stability while you're under fatigue. It builds good strength. Really good. So, if you don't have a pull-up rig, I saw on Instagram, you're gonna have to be safe with this. A way that you can do pull-up modification under the table. Okay, so almost how you would set up for a Chinese plank where your shoulders resting on a box and your heels. We're gonna take that out and you're gonna get your heels on a box or feet elevated ring rows. And then you're gonna grab the edge of your table, dining table, and pull yourself up as high as you can manage without hitting your face or anything like that, right? And make sure your dining table is strong and sturdy and it has wide leg spread, right? Otherwise, it could tip back and forth. I have a sawhorse and my box to kind of demonstrate. So imagining this is the edge of your dining table. You get set underneath it, seated down, both feet on your box or chair if you're in your dining room, and then you lay back and grab the edge of your table. From there, I pop my feet up, and you can do a row, right? You could also do that without your feet on a box. Just let your legs rest out in front and pull yourself up. So, may not work for everybody, but I wanted to show it. It's another way we can still work on getting some good pull-up strength. If not, do some heavy bent over rows with that bag of books, that backpack that you've been using for rucking and all that stuff, and get to work. Aside from that, our split squat, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, down, and up, trying to get below parallel. This is a great one to kick your shoes off for. Spread the toes really wide and grip the floor so that we're just working on great control and great action of our muscles all the way up to our hip by being barefoot. 3 sets, 10 pull-ups, 10 split squats. So a big shoulder warm-up, pull before you push, right? Get a band, do some pull-aparts, do that 45-second Superman holding a towel, straight arms, pulling apart to build some activation in your lats and triceps. Do some inchworms for your warm-up, go on a jog, all that stuff to just get your legs loose. If your hips are tight like mine, there's a lot of squats, so do a couch stretch before you get started, right? 3 minutes on each side, roll your quads out, roll your glutes out, just make sure you're nice and loose. A lot of side lunges to stretch is gonna be really good too. So, have a great Wednesday, it's an awesome workout, and I'll see you Thursday.